I always thought making a game would be too difficult for me to do, but I changed my mind. I'm gonna make a game and it's gonna have wall running, wall jumping, floor sliding, and I'll also throw in some super serious in-depth combat in there too. Alright, well, better get to work. Let's do it. Let's make this game. First thing I need to do is make a bare bones version of the game so that I can prove that my idea is good. So let's open up a new project and get to work. First thing on my list of grand ideas is a wall run, so let's tackle that first. How do we make a wall run? Well, I'm thinking that you would hold down a button, and if the character is in the air, it will shoot two little line traces out from the character, and if one of them hits a wall, it'll suck the character to the wall. And now if you just reduce the gravity a little bit and a little bit of camera tilt, there you go, you have a wall run. Alright, sick, we ticked that off the list, but what is a wall run without a wall jump? You can't have one without the other. So now, whilst you're wall running, if you press the space bar, you will get launched off the wall and you'll gain a little bit of speed too. This is working marvelously, but I want a way for me to keep my speed going when I land back on the ground. And I think a fun way for me to do that would be to add a slide. So all the slide does is lower the collision a little bit and reduce the friction. So if you land while sliding, you will lose speed slower than if you landed whilst just running. And this feels pretty fun to me, and it's quite simple, which I like as well. You wall jump to gain speed, and you just wall run and slide to keep that speed going. But now that I have this bare bones version of my idea, I need to do the terrifying act of showing people what I've made. So I've just slapped together this little tutorial level and added a timer to see how fast people can make it through the level. Alright, let's see how it goes. Feedback is in. They hate it. No, I'm just kidding. They had fun. A few of them played until their hands cramped up because they wanted to beat my time, which they did. Check out this time that one of my mates got. This is awesome because now I know that the game is not just controllable or makes sense to me, but other people can pick it up too. So if you're making a game, I would advise show it to people. Show it to your friends, show it to your mum, show it to whoever will play it. My friends also did find some bugs with the timer, but I fixed it now, so don't worry about it. Alright, now that we have the core mechanics in and verified that it's fun and the best game ever made, it's time to add the reason we're running so fast. What is our purpose for getting to the end of the level? And our purpose is to slap a king, of course. Well, obviously there's two things we need, a slap and a king. Let's make the king first. This is pretty simple. I can just yoink a model from Mixamo, give him some sitting animations, plop him on a throne, and then when I click within range, it'll slap the king, which ends the timer, and the king will go flopping around like a soccer player. Now for the slap. I want to see the hand. I think it'll be much more satisfying. So I found these beautiful low poly hands on Sketchfab, modified the rig a little bit, and made my own slap animation. With a little bit of camera shake, it's looking sick. Alright, the only thing that's missing now is a little whoosh, a little thwack sound, a little bit of sound effects. So I grabbed some whooshes and smacks from Epidemic Sound, plugged them in, and it made such a difference that I added sound for the rest of the movement, and honestly, it's so sick. Check it out. Listen to this. Alright, with this bit of polish in, it only makes sense to figure out a simple art style for the maps, one that's not too intensive, because I'll have to make a lot of maps just by myself, so I can't be spending days on end just making one little room. So I'll start with some simple flat colors with some trims on the corners. But as you can see, without the grid texture flying past as you move, your sense of speed is almost completely lost, and it's It's really disorienting. So to remedy this, we can add some bricks on the wall, some rocks and papers on the floor, add some extra details like torches and particles in the air, and this all adds to the kind of noise that passes you as you run, which helps give you that sense of speed whilst also adding atmosphere and polish to the level. And it's really easy, so I can just crank out levels when I need to. Alright, so we've got a level, we've got sound, we've got movement, we've got a slap and a king. All that's left is for you to play it, and of course to wishlist it on Steam, link in the description, wink. Whilst you're at it, you may as well subscribe too. Wink again. I've added in my best times as an extra goal to beat. See if you can beat them. I mean, I don't know why I added them in there because no one's going to beat them anyway because I'm the greatest gamer of all time. And I also added 2 more levels for you to try out. So if you do play it, leave me some feedback. Let me know if you find any bugs that I can fix. Let me know if you have any cool ideas that you want to try and add to the game, as you guys always leave some impressive suggestions, leaving those essays in the comments. I see you down there writing your essays. I'm reading them. Alright, stick around if you want to see how I blaze through my own levels. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!